Hey folks, I wanted to talk about an interesting topic that's been swirling around my mind over, I don't know, the past few months, as some of my favorite younger Nintendo YouTubers seem to be no longer wanting to cover Nintendo. In fact, maybe they're burned out on YouTube or just burned out on Nintendo in general. One of those being Alex, also known as Captain Nintendo Dude. He is probably the biggest of the ones I can really think of off the top of my head. He blew up ever since Switch came out as sort of a Switch vlogger. He even got like a Switch tattoo on his wrist and all of that. And he was the very first person in the United States to get access to a Nintendo Switch. It was signed by, I think, Doug Bowser or Reggie Fils-Aimé. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I don't know how he blew up or why he blew up. But he was a very popular Nintendo YouTuber. And then there's people like Mason of Delfino, who today dropped a video. Mason of Delfino has been on our podcast before. I really, really like the dude, and I wish him luck in his future endeavors. But he even said, like, he walks into the room that has, like, his Nintendo collection, and he's just not feeling it. It's, like, clutter to him. It's just not, it doesn't give him any feelings like it did when he was growing up. Now, these are really young YouTubers. We're talking like 21-ish or under. And I think I need to make this clear. There's been some people that have questioned whether I'm going to burn out, whether YouTube is sustainable for someone like me. Of course, that's a whole another topic on its own. But I feel like the answer to why this seems to be happening with a bunch of YouTubers. I mean, Etika had his little thing for a little bit too, where he kind of melted down. The reality is that these people are really young. When I was in my younger years, ages 18, 19, 20, 21, heck, even 25, I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. I didn't know what I wanted to do with life. I didn't even realize I wanted to be a YouTuber until I was 30 years old. That's right, 30 years old, and I finally figured out what I wanted to do with my life for a career. And we're supposed to expect these successful YouTubers, these 20-year-olds, these 19-year-olds, these 21-year-olds, just because they became successful, to actually want to do YouTube for a career, to actually want to be a Nintendo YouTuber for a career? I mean, as jealous as I can be about their success at such a young age, it's also, they were kids. They were kids sharing their passion about the things they enjoyed growing up, but they're still growing up. They're still getting older. They're still learning things about themselves, about their wants, their desires. Heck, maybe video games isn't even a passion for them anymore. So when people come to me and they worry about, oh, are you going to burn out? Is your channel going to go away? No, not really. Channels like mine, RGT85, Dreamcast Guy, Spawn Wave, Player Essence, people like us, we're older. We've already gone through these phases in our life. We've been through the questioning if we still really enjoy video games, questioning if we're still passionate about Nintendo. We've been through these phases in our life. These happened years and years ago. And as content creators, some of the people I mentioned have been on YouTube for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. They've been doing this a long time, and they're still not burned out. Why are they not burned out? Because they truly enjoy what they are doing. So when you see these younger people that represent a younger audience burning out, the Etikas, the CNDs, I know Etika's back, by the way, but the Etikas, the CNDs, Mason of Delfino, and others, I think a lot of it's just because they're young. They're young and don't know what they want to do with themselves, don't know what they want to do with their lives, and they're figuring it out. And as they figure it out, they start to realize, hey, this thing I've been doing on YouTube isn't making me happy. And I think that's the big disconnect between someone like me, who's older, and someone like them, is YouTube makes me happy. This job, me talking to this camera right now, me having this conversation with you, I enjoy this. I don't enjoy people burning out, but I understand it. I understand that YouTube burnout is real. Obviously, people overwork themselves even when they do enjoy it. The problem when you really enjoy something is you tend to overdo it, and when you overdo it, you start to not enjoy it as much, and next thing you know, you burn out. Now, I'm not anywhere close to that. Some people, I mentioned yesterday, I think I had 5 videos come out yesterday, which is a lot for one day. And so people mentioned, man, are you going to burn out doing these many videos? I'm like, I enjoyed every single one of those videos. No, I'm not going to burn out. I used to put up like 20 news posts a day on a website, like covering Nintendo news. 5 videos compared to that's nothing. Granted, the 5 videos are a lot more work, but still, I enjoy it. I enjoy what I do on YouTube. And I think we need to be more understanding of these younger kids that are selling off their Nintendo collections, changing their YouTube channels to something else entirely, leaving YouTube, being inconsistent about their uploads, all this stuff because, guys, they're kids. This is reality. I know they're adults. I know they're making adult decisions. I know CND moved out to New York. I know that they're making adult decisions. But in making those decisions, they're constantly seeking to find themselves. CND, as an example, thought if he just moved to New York, at least this is the way he presented it publicly. I don't know him personally. He presented it as if he moved to New York, he'd be closer to other Nintendo YouTubers. Even if he was starting to do more of gaming, whatever, he would be closer to a bunch of his friends that he met on YouTube, and that would help motivate him, and that would help push him forward to creating the kind of content and the kind of channel he wants the channel to become. And lo and behold, he hasn't really gotten any more consistent since he went out to New York. In fact, he's been almost more sporadic than he was when he owned the RV. For those who don't know, he bought an RV and was traveling around the country and going to various cons and everything. The point is that that's what young people do. One, they make mistakes. A lot of them. I'm 32. I'm going to be 33 this year. I still make mistakes. So they make mistakes. They aren't sure of themselves. They don't really know what makes them happy. The things that used to make them happy, they don't understand why it doesn't make them happy anymore. Talking about Nintendo stuff, why doesn't that make them happy anymore? Why are they not as into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as they thought they would be? Mason of Delfino actually brought that up today as a point. He played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for about 2 weeks, and then that was it. He was done. And that to him was his point of realization, self-reflection, that, you know what, I just don't care about this stuff like I used to. And it's unfortunate for him. He's got thousands of dollars in his collection. I don't know if he's going to consolidate it, if he's going to sell some of it off. But, by the way, Mason, if you're watching, I mean, my collection's like a lot of Zelda stuff. If you got some non-Zelda stuff you'd like to just send me out of the kindness of your heart, that would be sweet. Because I've had to get rid of a lot of my collection over the years. But that's neither here nor there. I'm fully understanding why people do this. And I just want to reassure all of you, I am not one of them. I've been covering Nintendo and Zelda and all this stuff since I was 12 years old. It's been 20 years of me doing this kind of stuff. And now a couple years of me doing this every day on YouTube. And I love this so much. Working for myself, really working for all of you guys. I have no one to answer to but me, but really, I have all of you to answer to. I have 52 people on Patreon to answer to. Those are like direct investors in what I am doing. They are investing their money in me. And all of you watching right now are investing your time from your lives to watch this video. And that is a truly special thing. And it brings a lot of joy to my life to create this content, to read the comments, to see the likes on the video, heck, even see the dislikes, that someone cared enough to leave a dislike. It's awesome. And I just hope we continue to grow together as a channel. We continue to grow together as a community. I know I've been going through my own kind of rough start to the year and transitioning and trying to make YouTube like this full-time thing. And I get it. It's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride this year in 2019. But things are looking up. Things are looking way up. And I hope to continue to keep things looking up. So again, I understand the burnout. I understand what's happening to these younger YouTubers. Don't worry about my channel. Everything's going to be A-okay. That being said, if you'd like to support what we do, patreon.com/Nintendo Prime. If you just want to enter an awesome giveaway for a Nintendo Switch Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Bundle, we're giving away one of those. Gleam.io link down in the description. Well, what else to bring up? Oh, there should be an episode of Prime News coming out tonight. It's probably going to be less news than usual because it's been kind of, in spite of Nintendo's flood of news, there hasn't really been a lot of big news. So that's a thing. But hey, it should be entertaining and funny, maybe. I could be a funny guy, right? Maybe not. I don't know. Bye.